Hey, welcome to the use layout line scaling video part two. I think this was sort of spurred on timer started. This was sort of spurred on by something Jerry Teacher talked about. Here's the deal. On the left hand side, I have a plan. I'm going to send it to layout. And I've sent it to layout over here on the right hand side several times. This one and this one was sent to layout not using layout scaling. This and this was not sent to layout not using layout scaling. This was sent to layout by using layout line scaling. Here's my statement. I think it makes sense for me anyway. Hey, there's a thousand ways of doing this thing, and you could probably do it differently, but this is the way I'm going to do it. My statement is I think I should send this stuff to layout without using use layouts use layout line scaling. What is use layout line scaling? This is it. Here's the plan over here. I'm going to send it to layout, right? Blah, blah, blah. Hang on. It's this right here. Use layout scaling. Look, use layout line scaling. Use layout line scaling. Should we use that or should we not? I say no. There's an exception, I'm sure, but I say no. Don't use this. And this is why I say don't use this. I say don't use this. As I said, I sent this view and this view without using it. I sent this view, this view, this view, and this view with using it. Now here's the deal. This is what Jerry Teacher talked about. Now here's the plan on the left, right? Here's the plan on the left. Now what is this file page setup? What's this right here? Print drawing sheet setup. Here's a variable on how you can change the line weights and line styles by this drawing scale right here. By this drawing scale right here. Okay. And when I do this, I just leave it a quarter inch. I don't even futz with it. I didn't even understand what this stuff meant. But this is what I do. Now, if you watch any of my SAM videos and you understand how I have my layout set up, I have my layout set up so I can check an anno set, which triggers a layer set, and that layer set will trigger a template of a 24 by 36 plan or an 8.5 by 11 plan. The key here is I have it set up where I can do like a check set at half scale. And there's another way of doing it, I'm sure, but this is the way I do it. And so drawing scale at 1/4 inch. Now, look, suppose I change the drawing scale right here to 1/8 inch. What happens to what's in layout? What happens to what's in layout? Check this out. I changed the line weights of these lines right here, okay? These were sent to layout without use layout line scaling. See the different line weights right here? You see the dash line up here, how heavy it is, and the dash line down here, how it's thinner, right? But now look at these two that were sent to layout by using layout line scaling. They're the same weight. See this dash line up here? Same weight as the dash line down here, even though they were sent to layout on two different scales. If that's what you want, that's what you want. But I think I want the ability to quickly change the line weight of this stuff. If I come back over to here to my plan, watch what happens if I come over here to my plan, file, print, drawing sheets. Suppose I change it to 1 inch equals 1 foot. 1 inch equals 1 foot. Look what happens. Look, I've changed the line weights again. You see this dash line here? It's sort of heavier than, say, this line weight down here. It's heavier. But now these two views that were sent to layout with using layout line scaling, this and this was sent to layout with use layout line scaling. They're all the same line. If that's what you want, fine. But I'm saying if you don't send it to layout with use layout line scaling, you have the additional option of changing these things. And why is that important? And that is because because if I take this Control C, Control V, stick it right here, and rescale this to 1/8 inch, 1/8 inch, I can change the line weights to reflect that I'm down to 1/8 inch. That's my point. So if I come back over to my plan right here, file, print, page setup, file, print, drawings. Sorry, change it to 1/8. See how they're bigger, but it's sort of scaled. It's scaled to the drawing size. The thickness of the line is scaled to the drawing size. You get what I'm saying? I mean, I think that makes sense. Look at one final deal. The thickness of this wall is the same as this wall here, and that's not what I would probably want if I'm scaling it down. Anyway, the bottom line is by sending it to layout without using, by not using this, by not using this, by not using this. See what I'm saying? I think you have more flexibility. I'm sure there's a way of getting what you want by using it, but I'm not sure why. That's the end. So I go back to the point of I would not use layout line scaling. Maybe someone can tell me why. But by using your anno sets, which triggers a layer set, and that layer set has a particular line style and line blah blah blah, you'll get what you want. But by not using layout line scaling, you have the additional opportunity to scale these lines down. Okay, that's it. It makes sense to me. I thank Jerry Teacher, by the way, did a very good job of explaining how these lines go together. But he didn't explain to you. I don't think he explained clearly enough why you should or should not use this stuff. In fact, I don't even know if I did it. Anyway, hey, that's the end. Hey, football's starting pretty soon. That's the end.